Hello everybody and welcome to the Spirits channel. I'm Paul James Caden and today I want to talk to you all about something that's gaining a lot of traction on the internet and across YouTube. And some of you may have heard this theory, this philosophy, this rumor. Maybe some of you haven't. But there's a growing number of people, a growing number of voices on the internet and in the world who are telling us that when we pass, when we cross over, we shouldn't enter the white light. The white light is a soul trap, a reincarnation trap. That when we enter the white light, we'll be greeted by deceptive beings who will look like our loved ones or angels or saints or whomever and trick us into coming back to planet Earth to live on this soul farm. Now, why is planet Earth a soul farm, and who are these deceptive beings? Well, this is an idea that comes out of Gnosticism. In Gnosticism, this world that we live in, this universe we live in, was created by a false and evil god by the name of Yaldabaoth. Now, to understand this, we have to have a little bit of discourse into Gnosticism. I have a lot of issues with Gnosticism. I read the Gnostic Gospels. I know a lot of people out there read them. And to me, it just didn't resonate. It didn't sit right with me. It sounded more like the bumblings of the tales of the Greek gods and goddesses and the pickles they got themselves in through all the various very human-like behaviors and activities that they engaged in. Now, the idea here is that Holy Spirit, or Sophia, which is wisdom, co-created with God the Father, the first part of the Trinity, Father and Holy Spirit, wisdom, Sophia, and they created together. But one day Sophia gets this idea that she wants to create something on her own. And she ends up creating this being that has the body of a serpent and the head of a lion. It is a despicable looking thing, and she is ashamed and doesn't want anyone to know that she created this on her own, creating without the influence of the Father. So she hides this being far out in the flung cosmos somewhere. This being is Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth being isolated but yet created of divine energy, of divine heritage. He does have godlike powers, and he ended up creating this material universe that we live in. And he and his angels, known as the archons, keep us trapped on this planet. They reincarnate us here over and over and over again because they feed on the negative energies that man creates through war and hatred and violence and discord. And so when we die, we go to the white light. The archons disguise themselves to look very holy, very saintly. They send us back again and again and again. Now again, the problem I have with this is that this story in the Gnostic Gospels doesn't paint a very flattering picture of divinity, of God. We have this, Sophia is supposed to be wisdom or the Holy Spirit, and here she is flummoxing up this creation, creating this monstrous thing with the body of a serpent, the head of a lion. She hides it from God and gets us all in this mess. And then we're kind of trapped on this soul farm. And we're kind of victims of this white light. We don't know that this is happening to us. We die, we go to the white light, we're sent back. We die, we go to the white light, we're sent back. My question is, where is God in all of this? Now, I'm sure the Gnostics have an answer for that, but it seems we're stuck in this trap without not even knowing that we are stuck in this trap. Where is God? Why isn't God intervening? Why isn't someone doing something about this Yaldabaoth and getting us out of this soul trap situation? Where is this guy? Where is Jesus in all of this? He's just sitting idly by, letting many people be deceived by the soul trap over and over again. So these things are problematic for me because this is not my experience with God. This is not the experience many other people have had with God and with angels and with divine intervention in their lives. God is love. God is there for us. God is very much a part of our lives. And this whole idea of the soul trap and the reincarnation trap, it's almost as if, and I forget what the name of the theology is that teaches this, but there's a theology out there that teaches that God created the heavens and the earth, created mankind, and then just backed away from his creation. He said, whatever, work it out for yourselves. I'm not involved. I really don't care. So we're on our own. I don't believe that. I know a lot of you don't believe that. But that's kind of what it seems like in this whole Gnostic idea, that we're trapped, and unbeknownst to us, we're just being whittled away by these archons. Where is God? Where is Jesus? Where is the Holy Spirit? Where are the angels? Where's the good? Again, it's kind of like the idea of God versus the devil, where the evil seems to get the upper hand and have more of an influence in our lives and our world than the love of God. Now, Spiritism does teach reincarnation, but the idea is that Spiritism does not teach an eternal hell. Spiritism teaches that if we live a bad life, if we're abusive, if we're a dictator, we cause wars, we do all these terrible things, we will come back here again to learn those lessons that we didn't learn the first time. And we may even be the victim of how we victimized others in previous lives. The idea is that we come back to planet Earth, we're reincarnated to learn our lessons, learn how we acted in previous lives was not right, make amends, and become purer spirits. It is the destiny of every spirit to purify and reach the presence of God, although some may have to come back here over and over again. Some, when they die, may go to a world that is even lower than planet Earth, where sufferings are even greater. But those sufferings are not forever. Eventually, all spirits are purified and stand in the presence of God. We are pure spirits in heavenly bliss, and the universe is open to us. Now, this world will not always be a world of suffering and expiation. One day it will be purified. One day it will have a higher way of life here on planet Earth. But that time is not yet. So when we're thinking about this idea of the white light being a reincarnation trap, being a soul trap, the archons are there to deceive us and send us back, I think this is very dangerous. Because in the event that Spiritism or happens to be right, that we do come back here to purify our souls, then we're going to avoid the white light. We're going to avoid coming back. We're going to avoid those lessons and retard our growth in becoming pure spirits. And in Spiritism, in the Spirits book by Allan Kardec, it does talk about those spirits who shrink back from learning their lessons. They say, it's too much, I'm done, I've learned all I want to learn, I'm not going back, I'm not going to purify any more than what I am, forget about it. And these spirits do suffer in lower spiritual realms, and this kind of stalls their progress, not going back to school to learn what they should have learned in lifetimes past. So none of us really knows what happens after death. Perhaps there is reincarnation. Perhaps some of us only come back once or twice. Maybe some of us don't come back at all. There's the theory by some spiritualists that that's why Jesus died for us. He took our place. He died for us. He shed his blood so that we might not have to pay for all these sins over and over again, coming back to planet Earth. That when we die, we can actually enter a level of paradise and finish our purification in the spirit realm, not coming back to planet Earth. So there's a lot of theories out there. There's a lot of ideas. Which one might be true? There might be some truth to all of them. They all may come together in one harmonious way in the afterlife that we don't know about. But to tell people that the white light is a soul trap, don't go into the white light, avoid the white light, telling people what to do, having conspiracy theories that spill over into the afterlife is very dangerous. And I think we need to be aware of these things and take them with a grain of salt. So now, coming up next is a spirit session that I did using the Spiritus app. This is a new app. I think it worked great. This was a fantastic session that I did asking Spirit about the white light. And I got a lot of really awesome responses. I think you're going to like this session. This app, I think it's created by Chill Seekers. It is $12.99 in the Google Play Store. You have to purchase it. It is not free, but it looked kind of impressive, and I purchased it, and I was not disappointed with this session. So just a little bit of a spoiler alert. In my session with the Paravox, which is a few videos back, and in the session I did here with the Spiritus app, the consensus seems to be that the spirits are saying, it's okay, go into the white light. Then there are others who are saying, no, no, no. But you'll see in this session coming up, it seems that Spirit was telling me to end the session. Because sometimes when you go a little too long with the session, you get those rowdy, angry spirits that come in doing a lot of shouting and swearing. And that's when we start to hear a lot of, no, don't go, stay away from the light. So I'm not so sure those spirits were giving the greatest of, advice when it comes to the white light. Personally, in my own spirit meditations, I did a meditation just before this video, and it's a meditation I do at least 3 days a week, sometimes more. Every morning I sit with Spirit, and I've been asking about the white light. And that's what I've been getting in my one-on-one meditations and sitting with Spirit, is that all of this is nonsense. There is no soul trap. These people don't know what they're talking about. There's nothing to fear. A lot of the spirits I connected with an old co-worker of mine whose consensus was, I didn't know anything about any of this. You know me. My belief in God was wishy-washy at best. I was scared. I didn't know what was happening when I passed, but I went into the white light and I was shown mercy. I was shown kindness. I was shown comfort. I was reunited with people that, my loved ones in the past, and I'm doing fine. These people are full of, and which was interesting because this person loved to throw around the SHIT word a lot when he was alive. And so his speech definitely didn't change much, at least talking to me in that session. So I think a lot of this soul trap and reincarnation trap is just a lot of the human conspiracy theory mind that we have going on today, giving people advice that they should not be giving. This is very dangerous, a very dangerous game to be playing. And after all, so many of these conspiracy theorists have been wrong about a lot of things. We don't want to take the chance of taking their advice in the afterlife. That could be quite disastrous for us in the long run. So with that being said, I know this is going to be kind of a long video, but I hope you enjoyed the session. Let me know what you think in your comments below, and I will talk to you next time. God bless. All right, so here we are with the Spiritus app, and we're going to see if we can engage with Spirit during this session and ask them about this modern day notion that the white light that we all see and go into at our moment of death is nothing more than a soul trap or a reincarnation trap. So let's see if Spirit will come through for us, and if they will answer some questions about this soul trap notion. allegedly we'll be able to see spirit manifest in this light as well. So let's see if we see anything during our session. But for now, are there any spirits present who could communicate with me through this app? Could you answer some questions for us about the afterlife? Have any or all of you seen the white light at the point of your passing? There are some here on the earth plane who say that the white light is a soul trap. Is that true? Is the white light a reincarnation trap? Should we avoid the white light when we pass? What can you tell us about the white light? Is the white light a soul trap? Should we be afraid? Should we be afraid of the white light when we die? It sounded like someone said there'll be no harm. Does that mean the white light is safe for us to enter? Is the white light safe for us to answer once we pass? God in the white light? Is Jesus in the white light? Do we meet our loved ones when we go through the light? Are there deceptive beings waiting for us in the white light? What would the spirits say about those people who tell us that the white light is a soul trap? Should we believe these people when they tell us not to go into the white light? Are these people perpetuating false information about the afterlife? What is on the other side of the white light? Have any of you been on the other side of the white light? Are there different colored lights that we need to look for, like the Tibetan Book of the Dead says we should when we die? Are there different colored lights we should look for when we take our final breath? Do we have anything to fear from any entities when we die? Have any of you seen Jesus when you entered the white light? Have any of you seen Jesus when you entered the white light? So in closing, would you advise all of us to enter the white light when we die?
Screaming.
Should we ignore the white light and resist going into it as some say we should? So it sounds like we're having some conflicting answers here. Who should we believe? Can we trust what the spirits are telling us? So once again, let me ask in closing, should we enter the white light when we die? Can you tell me yes or no? Should we enter the white light when we die? What should we do after we die then? Where should we go? Like someone said, the light or the white. Well, I thank you all for your answers and words. And we will talk again soon.